what this woman said, y'all, all I can say is y'all women are something else. My God. The stuff that y'all do and go through, and then y'all think this stuff will never come to haunt y'all later in life. Now, I can tell you what, I don't want to hear no BW saying nothing no more about how they can stop messing with the black man. They can go and be with a Caucasian man. No, you can't. Caucasian man hearing what's going on, it's going to be a whole lot less of y'all. This Cassie woman and ruined it for a lot of y'all, thinking y'all just go and be with Caucasian man. She's ruining it. Is she mixed? Can somebody tell me, is she mixed? What's her background? Is this Cassie woman mixed? And what is she mixed with? Can y'all help me understand? Is she mixed, and what is she mixed with? Because I don't know, and I'm curious. If she mixed, and what is she mixed with? She's biracial. Okay. I need y'all to get the like count up and way up. I need y'all to get the like count up and way up. She's biracial. Okay. So she's partially black. Is after, and I'm gonna try to read some of this stuff while I'm on live tonight, because my God, the stuff that y'all are out here doing, then y'all can go to Caucasian man. A lot of Caucasian men have to be a fool to put up with y'all. You Caucasian man, you have to be a fool to put up with BW. After learning some of the stuff that they doing, they get involved with these celebrities. They try to go to these parties, freak off and things. And then you have to deal with the leftovers. As a Caucasian man, you have to deal with the leftovers. Because you're not getting a woman at her peak. You're not getting her when she ain't been used up, used and abused. You're not getting her before she done went through a whole lot of mess, drama, and trauma. That's not when you getting her. You getting, yeah, somebody said the ninja leftovers. Yeah, that's what y'all are getting. You getting her after she done been to a lot of different types of freak off. Come on, talk to me. She done went to a whole lot of freak off. That's when you gonna get her. She didn't freak off with men, women, all of them. Probably some other stuff too. I'm not gonna name. Whole lot of toys too. Stretch that thing all the way out, and then put that. What do they call it? The golden juice. Y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of them had that golden juice put on them, and you got a lot of these women talking about, especially in the black community. Oh, we done. They'll tell you we done with black men. We just go to Caucasian man. Go ahead. I don't know how many of them. They gotta be a idiot to take y'all now. Yeah, R. Kelly style. I want to start reading some of this. For those of you who are not aware, my God, just wait right now. I'm about to start reading this joke. This is a joke. Yeah, hit her with that golden shower. Exactly, Brother Turner. That yellow shower. Put it all over in her mouth too. Just disgusting. You proud of yourself for holding some yellow stuff from a man's private in your mouth. You got to stay on substances just to be able to deal with it. The hell you think you are? And then they call themselves, you want to call yourself, you the woman of so-and-so, you flaunting around. It's all fake and it's all funny. It's all a joke. You ain't flaunting around. You ain't, I never was buying it. That ain't your wife. A lot of these celebrities and stuff, that's what they doing. That ain't your wife. These women that be wanting to go and be in the Chris Brown parties and all that stuff, trust me, a lot of them are doing it too. A lot of them are doing. Shout out to brother KG, my man. Appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat, brother. A lot of them that go and they, ooh, I can't wait. I want to go to Chris Brown concert, Usher concert, all of them things that they go to. Trust me, they did some weird, wicked, freak off type ish. Talk to them, guru. You did some weird freak off type ish. I need y'all to get my like count. I'm gonna have to wait a second because y'all playing with my like count. So can we get the like count up? If y'all want me to go in on this topic, what's the hold up? Why we can't get the like count up? What's the problem? What's the issue? Why we can't get the like count way up? Let's go. Yeah, I'm on fire already. Somebody said don't be the last one at the buffet. Yeah, that's what a lot, and I hope some of these men are learning. Caucasian men, Hispanic men, I hope they're learning. Black folk like that crazy stuff. Yeah, I hope they're learning that what's really going on in these freak off type parties, nasty, disgusting things. And you think that you got you a girl and she always listening to this type of music and she in love with some of these celebrities. Trust me, she might already done been to some of them. She done been to I tell you one thing as a man, you better find out quick what kind of concert your woman done been to. You better find out where she done been. Cause you don't want to end up like Cassie husband. This is probably the first time he learning about it. Imagine first time you learn about your wife, then had yellow juice in her, all in her mouth. Different men taking advantage of her, going in on her body. Random dudes from Craigslist or wherever he said he just found random dudes. He already knew. I don't know if he already knew. I think this might have been the first time he finding out. I can tell you right now, it wouldn't be my wife. This is why I tell y'all, man, how important it is. You don't want to mess with no woman that ain't been around. You don't want to mess with her. You don't even want to take the chance and risk, because you might start falling for her, falling in love or whatever. And next thing you know, you didn't come to learn, oh, I fell in love with her, I really like her or whatever, and she didn't been doing some nasty, wicked stuff with her body. You don't want that to happen to you. For those of you who don't know, let's go in. Lady, don't come in here tonight acting a fool, talking crazy to me about whatever you got going on. Don't come in here. I already talked to you last night and you sound like you got some real issues. You sound like you got some real issues. Whatever's going on with you and whatever man that you messing with or whatever, I don't want no part of it. Listen to this. If those of you haven't read it yet, from TMZ, Cassie recalling her first freak off. We put it on screen for y'all to see. Recalling her first freak off, right? Look at this. This is wild, folks. When I saw this, I was utterly disgusted by it. Here's what she said. Alcohol and a bunch of baby oil was involved. Alcohol and a bunch of baby oil. Diddy brought up voyeurism at some point during their first year together. She was 22 years old. She agreed to the first freak off. 22 years old. You thinking you getting them young? That goes back to my point. You think you getting them young and they haven't been, with a whole bunch of men and I got her at a good point? No, you haven't. 22-year-old, I've been telling y'all, these 22-year-old, they done some nasty, wild-ish. 22, 18 even now. Some of them 16, 15 years old. They did more than the women of old did in a whole lifetime. 15, 16, 17 years old. She agreed because she wanted to make him happy. I want y'all to check out the lack of accountability. The freak off happened in one of his home in LA. Male escort was paid to dance and sleep with her. She took the X pill and drank liquor before the freak off. She wore a masquerade mask to disguise. Oh, her and Diddy wanted to disguise themselves. Last year, federal indictment against Diddy cites the freak off parties, calling them elaborate and produce sex performances that he arranged, directed, and he played with himself during. Cassie says there were at least 2 sessions in the freak off. And a session was over when the escort finished. She said she felt dirty and confused. She knew Diddy was happy with her. She felt like she couldn't say no to the freak off because she didn't want to make Diddy angry or upset. She testified the freak off became more frequent, happening weekly for years. I couldn't believe this, folks, and I listened to it and I heard it. She said that this was happening weekly for years, the freak off. This is a Caucasian man's problem now. Your wife was freaking off with escorts and God knows who. Just imagine how many different men have been in her mouth, have put the yellow juice in her, on her, all up in this area, put his yellow juice. Now this Caucasian man problem. She says her last freak off was 2017, 2018. She never slept. She said she met her husband. I read it. So if her last freak off was around 2017, 2018, that's right before she met the husband. Imagine that. Imagine you meeting your wife who you plan to marry 1 week before you meet her, getting to know her. She's freaking off with Diddy got an escort yellow juice in her mouth. 1 week. Who knows how many? It could have been 1 week, could have been 2 weeks, could have been a month. I'm just saying, what if it was 1 week? What if it was a few days? What if it was the day before? She never slept during the freak off and would take the X, the MOLLY, and the Coca-Cola. Y'all know what I mean by the Coca-Cola. She told the jury it's impossible to recall all of the freak off. She wanted them to stop, but she felt humiliated. She didn't have anyone to talk to. So she was doing it for years, and she said she wanted them to stop. She felt humiliated. Really? Are we supposed to buy that? You wanted the freak off to stop, but you felt humiliated for years. How do y'all as women keep doing stuff like this for years, but in y'all mind, y'all want it to stop? Really? Brother says soul ties, demons, legions. Brother said no recovering from that. That's facts. To the men watching, would you ever, if you found out about this about a woman, if you found out this the type of woman she was, forget marriage, would you even be in a relationship with her? Like walking, taking her out in public, holding her hand, taking her to the movies. If you found this, to the men only, I'm not even ask you about marriage. Would you want to walk around, hold her hand, kiss her in the mouth? Now, this Caucasian man have 3 children with her now. This man have 3 children with her now. Stop blaming the women. Well, who do we blame? Who's accountable for her freaking off with Diddy and getting yellow juice in her mouth? Whose accountability is that? Because I can tell you right now, if it was a man, y'all wouldn't be saying this. If a man had let a whole bunch of women put they yellow stuff in their mouth, you wouldn't be saying that. Yellow fluid and other discharge. If it was a man, y'all wouldn't be saying that. Let's keep reading. She says the freak off happened in Diddy home, as well as some of her homes, plus location in Atlanta and Ibiza, in hotels also. The supplies they needed: lubricant, protection, baby oil. He wanted her to put the baby on so she could glisten. He even expected her to do the freak off when she was on her cycle, even though she didn't want to. I was reading all this and I'm like, everything she's saying, she didn't want to. She on her cycle, she didn't want to do it. The escorts are coming in, she don't want the escorts, but she's still doing it for years. She's not doing it this wasn't a one-time thing, a two-time thing. This was an event or events that went on for years. Did I see how he put his hands on her? Are you listening to what she was doing? And they on substances. What happens when you're on substances? When you're on substances, taking all those substances, that's what comes with it. Don't be foolish. Don't be ignorant. When you're taking a bunch of substances, that's what comes with it. Y'all should know that. Substances and alcohol make y'all, as W's, y'all put y'all hands on each other. Did I lie? Did I lie? When y'all take substances and drink liquor, when y'all go out or do whatever, do y'all put y'all hands on each other? Yes or no? Do y'all put y'all hands on each other? That's my question. Y'all are saying no. You see how much these went? Y'all just lie so much. Y'all lie so much. Thank you. We got a few women telling the truth. We have a few women telling the truth. These women in here saying that they don't put their hands on each other. We know that's a lie. Let's keep reading. Cassie said that she got the yellow juice on her during the freak off. She didn't want to have the yellow juice on her. It was disgusting and too much. It got in her mouth. You know when it did, when you gets in your mouth, and she from having too much in her mouth, and no one could think I wanted it. She testified Diddy also put the yellow juice on her out of his thing, his wangama thing. And she didn't want anyone to put the yellow juice on her. How is everybody putting their stuff on you and you don't want them to do it? Please, no, don't do it. Don't do it. For years. Please don't do it. I don't want it on me for years. How do y'all not want it on y'all, but you're doing it? You're letting the man do it for years. You're letting different men do it for years, but you didn't want it on you? Folks, I need y'all to get my like count up and way up. She was asked point blankly why she didn't say no. And she responded, it was obvious. I didn't want to be on the ground having the yellow juice on me by two men. She said, do you see that? There's the accountability. She said when they asked her, why didn't you say no? And she said, it was obvious I didn't want it. It was obvious I didn't want it on me. Why you didn't say no? It was obvious I didn't want it. She knew she would be paid $30 million one day. I just can't imagine. How do you go back to having any type of relations with your wife as her husband now after you didn't found this out? Because I believe this is the first time he didn't found out. I believe the first time her husband found out. Cassie testified these escorts for freak off, they found them by searching on Craigslist initially. For his part, Diddy he was staring at the jury. She testified she needed substances, a whole bunch of different substances at every freak off to disassociate and become emotionless. To make it through. She told the jury she took the substances at the freak offs, and sometimes so did the males that were escorted in. She said she hated the freak off and that the substances made her not be present for the experience. And the X and MOLLY sometimes made her vomit. The girl. Diddy would make her continue to freak off anyway. She did not want to continue doing none of this stuff. She wanted to vomit. The substances made her feel sick. She asked what would happen when the escort did, and then, oh wow, I don't even want to read that. Diddy take her to a room, according to her, and lick the white juice from the escort, she would put it on Diddy's chest and she would lick it off. What kind of sick stuff is this? Shout out to International Quiet Storm. Thank you, brother, for the super chat and supporting this content. He said, this is absolutely disgusting. As easy as women call the popo, she wasn't a victim. She was a volunteer. That's what I said, brother. As easy as they like to call the law on any and everything, how in the hell do you end up saying that you experienced this for years and you couldn't do nothing about it? That's my question. How do you experience this for years? When are y'all going to start taking some accountability as women? Get the like count up, folks. Let's go. When are y'all going to start taking some accountability? When are y'all going to say that she was wrong? She accepted this. She put up with it years. Not one time, not two times, not three. How many times you think that this happened in a year? How many times you think this happened in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? I don't know how many years she was with. How many years? They were together for 10 years? You kidding me? Somebody said they were. Is that true? They were together 10 years? 13 years? You got a $20 million settlement. Now you want justice. She loved every minute. Once or twice a week for 10 plus years? Once or twice a week for 10 plus years? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Hold on 1 second, folks. Let's just say she did it once a week. That's 52 weeks in a year. 52 weeks in a year. So imagine they were, let's just say they're together for 10 years. 520 incidents. 52 weeks in a year. They're doing it once a week. The freak off party. 520 incidents. How many different men were brought in? How many different men were brought in? How much yellow juice in your mouth, on your face, on your body? How much yellow juice all over you? Somebody say gallons. Once a week for 10 years, that's 520 incidents. Who likes men, Teresa? Who likes men? You talking to me? Huh? You're bothered because I'm calling this woman out for what she was doing? And the fact that a lot of y'all do this stuff? You mad about that? Y'all mad? Moderators, anybody say that I like men, mute them. Get them up out of here. Just mute them. Who's a liar? I just read to you what she testified. Folks, let me ask y'all a question. How can I be deemed a liar if I read to y'all what she said out of her own mouth? Who likes men? Speak.
Could you drop me?
No,
I didn't request it. One of your moderators requested me up. I don't want to talk to you. Drop me.
I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't.
Thank you, Diddy Bopper. Drop me.
Folks, y'all, I wish y'all could see, everybody could see how this woman look, her face look. My goodness, remind me of some kind of dog. A good looking dog. Here, I'll be kind. I'm not going to be mean. I won't return evil for evil. You look like an attractive dog. An attractive. Are there any dogs that naturally grow red hair? She looked like an attractive dog that grow red hair. Are there any dogs that grow red hair? Can somebody let me know that? Block that B. Are there any dogs that naturally grow red hair? Clifford? Okay, ma'am, you look like Clifford. You look like Clifford. That's what you look like. An attractive Clifford. I'm be nice. You look like an attractive version of Clifford, the red dog. Anyway, let's keep talking about this, folks. I want to know, let's be real. Let's talk about it. Who is going to take y'all on when they start learning more of this stuff? Because she not the only one that have taken part in some nasty freak off type of events. She not the only one. Who is going to take y'all on? Who is going to love y'all? I want to ask y'all a question. Do y'all really think her husband, after all of this stuff ends up coming out, do y'all really think the husband is going to stay with her? Do y'all think the husband, after learning, he got 3 kids with her now? Do y'all think that the husband is going to stay with her? Some people saying he already knew. I don't think he knew all this. I don't think he knew all this. Where is your dignity? Imagine going to, how can you go and take her to Thanksgiving, all the holidays? How can you take her around your family with your holiday season and the whole family didn't know what she testified to? You're a Caucasian mother. Your brothers, your sisters, they didn't know all the different stuff she did. How can you show up? How can you show your face? How can you show her face? How can you take your children to sports games? She's showing up with you to sports game. How can you walk in with her? A lot of y'all women don't consider this type of stuff. That's why I wouldn't recommend, listen to the men, listen right now. That's why I would not recommend, unless you can verify some type of way, how many, unless you can verify some type of way, how many men these jokers been with, unless you can verify it, I would not recommend you taking none of these jokers on this day and time. Because I'm telling you right now, there's a whole lot more of them that didn't win and did this type of stuff. Vegas party, woman didn't travel to Vegas. She did something. Y'all hear me? Your woman didn't travel to Vegas. She did something. She didn't been to concerts, especially if she went backstage. She did something nasty, real nasty. Hell, if she got any friends, people that she go, if she club all the time, she did something. Girls trips definitely did something. If she done any of this stuff, trust me, you want to avoid her like the plague. Them girls trips are DL trips. Yeah. Dubai parties. Yeah. They get the brown stuff on them. Diddy was basically just having a bunch of Dubai parties. Do y'all hear me? Diddy was having basically a bunch of Dubai parties. And how many, especially in you know what community, how many of these women go to the Dubai parties and take part in that mess? How many of them go to Dubai parties, travel to Dubai? And post it. Somebody said Coachella too. Ooh, that's a good one. Dubai, Coachella, Vegas, girls trip, They go to Jamaica, the Bahamas, all these different places. They doing stuff. Trust me. This not going to be. Somebody said, Mrs. Met said Mardi Gras, Miami. Y'all are sick. Talk to them. Not everyone. You got your V card? Licking each other, yeah. Licking and sticking on each other. Playing with toys, all kind of nasty toys. You got your V card, ma'am? You say not everyone. Do you have your V card? How is this woman back in here? Get the hell out of my live stream. Something is wrong with these jokers. She don't like me. She thinks I like men. She called me a Diddy bopper. But she's still in here watching. I told y'all, these jokers are full of all kind of demonic, sick spirits. I told y'all, these jokers are filled with all kind of demonic, sick spirits. Very sick, very wicked. Demonic, sick, wicked spirits. Shout out to International Quiet Storm. Thank you, brother. He said, this is why you need to do a deep background check with these modern jokers before you marry. Case in point right here. Brother, I'm telling you right now, I don't mess with the American jokers. But one of the requirements for a woman, mess with me, marriage. And I'm glad. I want to see that STI. I'm Muslim, right? Before we marry, got to have that report. Let me see what your STI, STD report look like. Let me see what that look like. Let me see what your family says about you in the community. It might even talk to your neighbors. Do you have men coming in and out? Do you stay with your family? Have you been in the house? Have you traveled alone? I'm gonna figure it out. Some way. We gonna figure out what kind of woman you've been. You've been screwing. And let me tell you right now, a lot of jokers, they don't use no protection no more. That's a thing of the past. They don't use no protection. And can you imagine she doing freak off? I don't know if she on birth control or not. Probably was, but if she was, you imagine how many planned pills. I'm shocked she having all these kids now. Because I would assume she was taking a whole bunch of that stuff. 10 plus years of freak off parties. Doing random acts with escorts. You know, y'all taking all that stuff. Y'all not aware of how well you're protecting your minds are not there. And then the damage. The mental damage that you've done to yourself. Caucasian man, how are your children gonna come out? She done took all those substances and drank a whole bunch of yellow juice. That's poison. That yellow stuff that come out of your body is supposed to go down the toilet and get flushed into the sewer. It's supposed to go away permanently. You putting that in your mouth, and you know some of it is going down your throat, not just going in your mouth and you spitting it out. You putting it in your mouth and you drinking some of it. Come on, guru. Somebody said, God help, she was forced to. How was she forced to? How was she forced to? Somebody said she was forced to. How was she forced? You don't think her husband will stay with her? How was she forced? How? Come up and tell me how she was forced. Come up and tell me 10 years, she was forced 10 years? So all the pictures when they're together in public, she got her makeup and all that stuff on. So you might as well say she was forced to put on makeup. She was forced to go get her hair done, forced to get her toes done. She was forced to wear all those clothes she was wearing. He blackmailed her. How, Rose? How? Y'all just talking in the comments. Come up and say it. BLKGURU, do you believe Cassie willing participant? I believe so because Wide reported years later. Of course she was a willing participant. Of course. She was forced to do all that. How? How? How was she forced? Were the men that were called, let me ask y'all this question. If she was forced, okay, she's forced. Okay, fine. How about the men that were called over to the house from Craigslist to participate with her? Were they forced? When Diddy and her found different men on Craigslist to come over and participate, were they forced? Were the men that participated that were escorting, were they forced? Please answer me that. They were paid. Oh, you think that she was just sitting there broke? You don't think she was getting any money, any of Diddy's benefits while she was with him over 10 years? You don't think that she got any of Diddy's money over 10-year period? You think he just left her broke? Folks, I need y'all to get my like count way up. I need y'all to get my like count way up. She couldn't let go of the lifestyle. I need y'all to get y'all want this live stream to continue. We're not even halfway to our like count where we should be. Let's go. Take some time right now. If you're watching, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. If you don't like the content, don't watch it. Fine with me. Who's that? So I want to know. See, y'all not answering. If she forced, that would mean the men that were hired were forced too, right? Were the men that were hired from Craigslist forced? Were they forced? Can somebody help me answer? This is the best live. Thank you. He is charged with trafficking, not abusing women. Okay, so the men that were hired were not forced. Okay. So if the men that were hired come and testify and say they didn't want to put the yellow juice all over her, they felt so bad. What if they testify to that? What if the men, that's my question to y'all, listen very carefully, the men that were hired testify they didn't want, just like she's saying she didn't want to do it, they didn't want to put the yellow juice on her and in her, the yellow stuff. No, I don't want to hear they were paid. She got money too. She got plenty of money over a 10-year period. She was not laying there as just broken, sitting in a dungeon somewhere. She got plenty of money. She was in the limelight, living in all the mansions. So I don't want to hear that. If the men come out and say they didn't want to put their yellow stuff on her, that means they were forced, right? Shout out to Mrs. Gail. Thank you so much for the super chat, sister. She said, Cassie acted like a madam. She recruited, participated, and paid in these acts. Would Cassie have done all this if Diddy wasn't a multimillionaire? Sounds like she cut a deal with the feds. Wow. That is so deep, Mrs. Gail. That's so deep. Cut a deal with the feds. We got more, folks. Let's keep reading. Thank you so much, Mrs. Gail. That is very deep. Cassie says there is a painful physical side effect from all the freak off. UTIs. She had UTIs. She testified in court Wednesday she would take the OPs after the freak offs to numb herself from the UTIs. The UTIs would give her a burning sensation. How'd she get a UTI if she protected using physical protection? Can y'all women, real quick, before I continue, I need y'all women to help me because I'm not a woman. If a man is always strapping up, how can you get a UTI? If she was always getting protected, is that possible? Can y'all help me understand? I need every woman to comment. How do you get a UTI if the men are all wearing protection? If the men are wearing, if the escort people, the people that are escorting are wearing protection, how do you get a UTI? No, she didn't say she got a UTI in many ways. She said she got the UTIs from the freak off. I just read it to you. If she's getting UTIs, she says after the freak off, she would get the UTI. See how y'all just come in here saying anything? She said after the freak off, she would get the UTI because she wasn't using protection. Somebody wasn't wearing protection. Okay. I need every woman. Our body excretes it for a reason. Too much sex. She got the UTI from the baby oil. Baby oil causes UTI. So if you have a session with your husband, or if you have a bunch of sessions with your husband, and you're only messing with your husband, you can get the UTI from baby oil. I'm saying if it's just your husband, just you and your husband, put in baby oil. How all y'all know? Y'all tried this before? How do y'all know baby oil do it? Y'all use baby oil? First of all, most of y'all don't have no husband. So all y'all in here writing this don't have no husband. You're a nurse. That don't mean nothing. Nurse don't know everything. So what? You a nurse. Okay. What's that supposed to mean? Y'all come in here and think y'all know everything just because I'm a nurse. Why don't let you perform operation then as a nurse? Why don't let you operate on a patient? You a nurse. Why don't let you operate? How come you can't go to the operating room and take over if you a nurse? Since y'all know everything as nurses, y'all in the comments say y'all nurse. How come you can't go to the operating room and operate? Oh, y'all have no answer for that. That's like a podiatrist talking about neurology. Y'all think because you're a nurse, you know everything. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Let's get back to it. We got women in the comments, folks, saying that it wasn't from all the freak offs. Folks, it wasn't the freak off that gave her she said the freak off gave her the UTI. And according to the women, she's protected. She's taking all these substances. She already told us she's taking all these substances, drinking, all this stuff. She's using protection though, right? Still getting a UTI. It's from the baby oil. According to the women in here, it's from the baby oil. She's definitely protecting herself. Antoinette said, been a nurse 17 years and I still ask for help. Yeah, that's facts. All these jokers lazy and stuff. I can tell you right now, when they in the hospital, they don't say that. I guarantee y'all, all y'all that come in here and talk online, I'm a nurse. I guarantee you don't say that in the hospital. You know what you say in the hospital? Oh, we're going to have to wait to ask the doctor. Shut your mouth. No patient asking you a bunch of questions. You say, I'm sorry, those are good questions. You need to wait for the doctor to come in so the doctor can tell you. Y'all not answering a bunch of questions. Shut your mouth. You want to come online and think you know it all. You got all the answers to everything because you a nurse online. Shut your mouth. You educate patients. No, you don't. Patient get to asking you a bunch of questions about their medical treatment plan and all this stuff. You have to tell them you have to wait for the doctor. Y'all are not giving no medical advice. No, you're not. You're a lie. What y'all do is read whatever the doctor said or whatever the doctor ordered. Talk to these jokers, guru. You read what the doctor said or what the doctor ordered. These jokers think I'm stupid. You definitely ain't working in no hospital telling, I'm a nurse. I ain't walking around with your chest all puffed up saying, I'm a nurse, so I can tell you all about this. I'm a nurse. I can tell you all about that. You're not doing that. Matter of fact, this is what you might be doing. Doctor tell you your job is to go in there, draw some blood. Your job is to go in there, take some vitals. That's all you're going to do. If your job is to go in there, you're not sitting there. See, these women are lying. Educate patients. No, you're not. If your job is to go in there and take some vitals, that's all you better do if you want to keep your job. You want to keep your job? All you better do is go in there and take those damn vitals. Now, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Folks, I need y'all to get the like count way up. Share the live stream, especially with somebody. That's a CNA. No, that's not. No. You tell me nurses don't take vitals? Are you serious right now? Nurses don't take vitals? We got some of the most ignorant folks. I can't tell you how ignorant these people are online. Now they're saying the CNA take the vitals. Nurses don't take vitals. These are some of the most ignorant jokers I've ever seen in my life. Nurses don't take vital. I swear, these jokers think this is the modern woman for y'all. I know I'm about to continue on the topic. They think that once they become a nurse, they think that they are equivalent to a neurosurgeon. They think they are equal to somebody who works in orthopedics. Some type of very specialist doctor, a surgeon. And most of them are just taking notes, getting blood, putting some medicine in an IV. Let's be real. What are y'all really doing? Taking notes, checking on the patient, putting some medication in an IV. Paper pushers. Writing down what the doctor tell you. Doctor tell you to order something, you go order it. Doctor tell you to give a patient some medication, you give the patient the medication. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. I'm tired of arguing. I'll tell y'all folks, they prove it in real life, real time. I told y'all that these W's today, they might have degrees. They might be able to finish some type of program for nursing or something else, but they are the most ignorant when it comes to common sense and intelligence. Just because you have a piece of paper that says you have a degree doesn't mean you have intelligence. And most of them have no intelligence. They don't even realize. I just broke down their job. They probably never even thought that's what they're doing. I just broke down their job to them and they don't even know that. Can y'all believe that? I broke down their own job. They don't even, and not only they don't know it, they'll argue that that's not their job. You can watch them on the clock. Doctor come out and say, hey, I need you to write up this note or write up this prescription. I need you to order this. I need you to put this in the treatment plan. And they'll say, no, that's not what we do. They'll argue that. You can have a camera on these jokers and they'll argue, that's not what we do. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Let's get back to this Diddy thing. She testified, this is Cassie testify that she would get sore on her tongue from all the oral stuff. She would get sores. I don't understand how this Caucasian man married. Who is this man? Do he have money? I hope he don't have no money. She gets sores on her tongue from the oral stuff during the freak off. She raised this issue with Diddy many times. She told the jury she needed massages, IV fluid to recover. She needed massages and IV fluid to recover. So you mean to tell me her current husband not wealthy? Her current husband is not wealthy? He's just a personal trainer? Wow. She tried to avoid kissing the guys that were escorting because it seemed too intimate. But Diddy would tell her that she needed to kiss them. Very interesting. Diddy, she testified Diddy asked her to do a freak off on her 29th birthday, pulling her out of the Blind Dragon karaoke bar and using his security team to take her to the freak off. And this is why you cannot just buy this video. When y'all see this video of her getting whatever has happened to her in this hallway of this hotel, because you own substances, trust me, they fight like cats and dogs.
Hi, Black Guru.
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing well. You're going a little in and out.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get closer. First, I want to say I admire your intelligence, and I admire the rigor for which you demand, honesty and integrity in all the people that you talk with. You definitely, have earned this platform. Me and my brother, we follow you. My brother, he's actually running for Congress. He ran for Congress. So, he's pretty well known. And, we really address, those things that are, detrimental, that are counterproductive, and that affect primarily, people in the Black community, not just in the United States, but globally. And, I listen to you. I think you make a lot of valid points. And I think that you are definitely, at the forefront, of leading a movement to restore, family values and ethics, morals and values back within the Black community as a whole and with each and every individual.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that so much. How long you say you've been following my content?
I think since you first started posting content, like I'm not real big.
So a few years?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. But I really don't follow anybody like that because like I don't spend a whole lot of time on social media because, I usually have businesses to run and you know, a family to manage. But, you know, from what, you know, I have seen of you, you know, I think that the points that you make are valid in terms of, you know, there needs to be a shift in terms of what is the expectation, the cultural expectation of relationships within the Black community. Because
let me ask you a question real quick, because, you know, regarding this case right here, this Cassie Diddy.
Right.
Basically, I've been reading all of her statements all night.
I'll be honest with you. I probably don't have the most insight.
Okay, hold on one second. It's okay. It's okay. I just want to ask you real quick. Basically, her statements have been saying all night that I've been reading. She didn't say he forced me, right? Like these women are coming in here and saying, but hold on. Instead of saying he forced me to do this stuff, she's saying she didn't want to do none of it.
But she did it because she wanted something out of it. She was looking to get something. She willingly prostituted herself.
Careful with that word. Okay, well, go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. But she willingly.
She sold it. You can say she sold her body.
She sold herself. Yeah, it's not like we're not like talking about an 8, 9, 10-year-old who was. This is a grown woman. She knows she was getting into. That first encounter would have been disgusting enough for me to walk away and never look back. You see what I'm saying?
Especially once a man or multiple men start putting a yellow juice on you from their private.
Exactly. That's just, it's something like, as a woman, that's something that should be a natural retching. Your body's supposed to retch when it comes to that, like where you vehemently gag and throw up. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So you're saying that you should be sick. You should throw up, and you should just be. But she's saying that she was taking all these substances to make her like not be there.
Well, and then at the same time, she had a choice not to take those substances. At some point, she got to take accountability for putting herself in that situation.
Okay, so why do you think she's not? What's your opinion on that?
Because she's not. Because she don't want to admit to the fact that she was a person who did not have morals and values and who sold herself. You know, she was looking for the same thing. I know these people who hang around Diddy. You know what I'm saying? They look for money. They looking for money, for friends, for sex, for all these, you know, cheap, you know, substitutes for what can't fulfill their soul, and then they'll sell their soul. But she knew what she was selling her soul for. She signed up for that shit. Now that don't justify what Diddy did. He need to be where predators are, where all predators belong. But at the same time, she can't sit here and act like he just snatched her up off the street and held her prisoner for years and made her do this. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
At some point in time, she made a conscious decision to forego her conscience and her morals and values. She may not have had morals and values. We don't know what her family upbringing was.
Do you think that? Let me ask you this real quick.
My daddy and my brother. You know, my daddy. I have 4 brothers. It was 4 brothers and 5 girls raised by the same mom and dad. You know, my brothers and my daddy would tell me, and my sisters, if they ever saw us stripping, that was they would automatically kill us. Period, point blank.
Okay, be careful. You're saying some strong words. I don't want you to get removed.
And then my daddy,
but hold on. I have a quick question. Sir. When all this stuff is happening and going on, right? And she is out of it. She's on substances. And after the fact, now we're learning about this stuff. Why do you think so many women would just come out and say she was forced, you know, blaming only the men that did this to her? Why would women say that?
A lot of women in this culture, and it's not just Black women, but in the American culture, because the American culture promotes this laissez-faire of casual sex.
Just debauchery.
Debauchery, exactly, and they willingly participate in it. You know, now I can understand like children, because they have children who get molested when they're young, right? And when a child is molested, you know, when they're young.
Lady, I have to, unfortunately, you're saying too many trigger words right now, so I don't want you to keep getting in trouble or get the live in trouble. You saying some big trigger words, but we understand what you're saying. I had to take her down. She's saying a bunch of trigger words. She's saying a bunch of trigger words, but I appreciate her for coming up. She was honest. She told off on a lot of women why Cassie was doing what she was doing. This despicable, disgusting work. Shout out to Mrs. Gail. Thank you so much for another super chat. Mrs. Gail said, reports say her husband, Alex, was in court but walked out and left when they got to the events of 2018. He quietly waited in the hallway. Wow, that's powerful. He couldn't even stand to listen. That's powerful. He walked out. He couldn't listen anymore. He couldn't take it. He couldn't listen. He couldn't take it anymore. Listening to your wife. He already done heard some. So now 2018 is when he got with her. So he's probably like, oh my God. He's probably like, oh my God. Folks, where are we at on our support? We still need 4 more people to support the show. I need y'all to actually support the Cash App. They don't be taking all my money. I need y'all to support the Cash App. Y'all want the show to continue. I already didn't hit my first hour. We're a little over the first hour. Support the live stream. I'll give y'all 4 minutes. Support the live stream. I need y'all to hit the Cash App and support the show. Let's go, folks. 4 people to support the show so we can keep the live stream going. This is a good live stream that we're having. Shout out to Mrs. Gail again. Thank you, sister. Just really helping us out tonight. I appreciate you. She said, because most of the women defending her know they would have stuck around like Cassie, especially for a Birkin. Anyone defending Cassie agrees with what she did. Wow. Wow, that is powerful, Mrs. Gail. She said, anyone who agrees with Cassie, do you follow the people that follow you? I don't know what you mean by that. She said, anyone that agrees with Cassie or defends her actually agrees with what she did. Anyone defending Cassie agrees with her. That's deep. Thank you, Brother Turner, for the super chat. My man, appreciate you. We got to do this every night so the people to actually contribute. You want the live stream to continue? It don't matter to me. We got to do this every night. I'm not bringing up no more guests to talk to until y'all actually support the show. I done went over my hour time, so y'all have another 3 minutes. You can also hit super chat. You can hit PayPal. Just got a PayPal. You can click the link in my bio to get even Apple Pay. I got them all. Click the link in my bio, get Apple Pay. Click the link in the bio, get the Cash App. Super chat. I don't care which one you do. Thank you so much, sister. It was Ree. Thank you for the PayPal. We're getting close to hitting our goal so I can keep the live stream going. I'm going to keep reading this, and I know some people want to talk to me about this. I'm going to keep reading this. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable what women today, and I know a lot of them, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the disgusting debauchery that Cassie has done, because a lot of them have done it. Let me go to this real quick, folks. It says she told the jury Diddy was getting physically violent with her during the freak off, sometimes in the presence of the escorts. Diddy would put his hands on her. 10 years? 10 years you letting Diddy put his hands all on you? You taking all these substances? Shout out to Marcus. Thank you, brother. Once we get our other 2 Cash Apps, we'll keep the show going. Y'all have less than 2 minutes. I got about 1 minute and 38 seconds. Y'all got less than 2 minutes. Once we get 2 more people to support the show and hit the Cash App, I'll keep it going. Shout out to Ralph. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the support. Nobody's talking right now or coming up while I'm doing this. Y'all just gonna have to sit there and watch or not watch at all. Matter of fact, let's go back to what I used to do. Y'all can only hear me talking. Y'all don't even deserve to watch me. Y'all don't want to support the show. Y'all don't deserve to watch me. Go to the link in the bio, hit the Cash App, and support the show. Back to what I was saying. So Diddy, not only she taking substances, not only she's getting the yellow juice all over her body and her mouth, doing stuff unprotected with men, then she's kissing all on them. Just random guys they're hiring off of Craigslist. She's doing all that, and he's putting his hands on you, and you still stay over 10 years? You still stay over 10 years? How does that work? How do you still stay over 10 years? That's my question. Moderators, get this person out of my chat room. Matter of fact, I'll get him out. Bye. I can't stand ignorant folks, ignorant jokers. I can't stand ignorant people that watching my content and want to run their mouth. I can't stand ignorant people. All right. Fine with me. We don't get the support. Goodbye. All right, folks, let's continue the show over here on the YouTube channel. I don't show my show on other channels when they don't support the live stream. Let's continue the show and go. I could not believe some of this stuff that I read. Y'all have to see this. Look at this right here. More fireworks from the Cassie Ventura testimony. She told the jury Diddy took advantage of her body. You can read that word right there for yourself. On the floor of their own home after they broke up. She let her try to hurt herself. She couldn't take all the pain. So right before, how does she have time to heal to get with her husband? That's what I want to know. How do you have time to heal and get with your husband? Can y'all help me understand that? Thank you, Ree. Yes, I did get your Venmo. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you, sister. How do you have time to heal and get with your husband? That's what I want to know. Can somebody help me? Can y'all help me understand that? Things have changed. I thought being on the live and interacting with it was supporting it. Trey, let me ask you this question. If you were asking for people at your job to support a fundraiser that your daughter's school was having, and they were just interacting with you, would you call that support? Trey, if people were interacting with you and you were saying, hey, my daughter has a fundraiser, and they were just interacting, they were just talking to you, would you call that support? Trey, that's my question to you. I want you to think about that real hard. I want you to think if that would be support. She testified that they had a closure conversation. This was right because she met her current husband in 2018. So she was having closure conversations with Diddy still 2018? Are you kidding me? She's having closure conversations. Do y'all see this? In 2018. To shut the book of their relationship. Meeting at a restaurant in Malibu. where Diddy was being nice, playful, and romantic. She said he drove her home and forced himself on her. Wow. So this had just happened right before you meet your current husband? The husband was Diddy's trainer. Oh, he was there all along. So wait, hold on. T, you're telling me that the husband probably saw the freak off? Are you kidding me right now? Are you telling me the husband saw the freak off? The current husband, he already knew what was going on. Is that what you're telling me? The husband was there the whole time? Is that what you're telling me? I need y'all to tell me, is that what y'all are telling me? The husband saw the freak off the whole time? Full accountability is due for these jokers for the next centuries to come. All these dark, mischievous stories in history. Y'all can't be telling me that. Yeah, that would be unbelievable. If this guy was training Diddy, he's in the freak off. He's watching the whole time while these events are happening. Y'all are kidding me. Diddy hired him at some point. He was around. That's just hard for me to believe, folks. Yes, then he would have had to know. You know, at then that point, I don't have any sympathy. If that's the case, I have no sympathy for him. You're a sick man if you knew what was going on in any capacity and you still were around, and then you married this woman. You married this woman. All right, y'all can click this link right here to join as a guest. I just fired up the thing. If y'all have anything to say about this topic watching right now, you can come up and speak with me about this as a guest, because I'm curious to know some of y'all thoughts about this. Y'all can come and join me as a guest. I'm curious to know some of y'all thoughts about this. This is wild, folks. I never in my life thought I would be reading something. You know, to read this and to know that she still got married. To read this and know she still got married is absolutely disgusting and despicable and sick. To know that she still got married is despicable and sick. Yes, Diddy definitely a freak. But my thing is, if her husband knew, if this man knew the whole time what was going on, this is absolutely disgusting and sick. Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Oh, Michael, I thought your name was Michelle. I apologize.
How you doing?
Doing excellent. What you got for me on this topic?
I'm almost ready to throw up. It's disgusting. But like they say, money brings out who you really are, and sometimes it can corrupt. I just think that P. Diddy, I'm just glad that that monster's behind bars for good. So, yeah. As for Cassidy, only thing I can do is pray for her. So,
Do you think, let me ask you this, do you think she told, let's assume he didn't know everything. Do you think that her current husband's Caucasian man was told about a lot of this stuff, or you think it's his first time hearing it?
I think he was told about it. And I think he probably figured that he was probably saving her from it. Or something like that. I'm not sure. But this is disgusting.
Oh, so you think that he, in his mind, maybe he was trying to save her from Diddy?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah,
what's the most disgusting thing? What are you disgusted by?
Well, I don't know. I was just passing by your video, but I heard Angry Man said that P. Diddy paid male escorts to relieve themselves in her mouth.
Correct. They were relieving. They were putting the yellow juice all over her mouth, body, wherever.
Right. So he is disgusting. He is. So that
he's getting gratification from this, while at the same time, she's on all these substances. Now, this is a question. We got to figure this out. I haven't asked this all night. Do you think that she at any point was getting pleasure from this type of stuff?
Probably. She wanted,
because she was doing this for at least 10 years.
For a long time. So she probably either scared or scared or got pleasure from it, or both. You never know. So yeah. But this is just repulsive. It's just repulsive. It makes your skin crawl, kind of. So yeah. Whew. I don't know. I'm just glad I live a normal life. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
You gotta thank God for the life you do live sometimes. We all want
exactly.
We all want to be famous, but at the same time, you don't know what that can do to it. That can do to somebody.
Is it worth it? And then you have all the substances, you have all the mental illness that will come from this. Your children are jacked up.
Oh, his children is going to go down in history as the children of a monster. They probably getting bullied in school right now.
Yeah, not only his children, I'm talking about her children too.
Yeah.
You imagine her children going to public school or even private, any type of school, and all of the students and staff are gonna know who mommy was.
Yes. It's worse than your mother doing OnlyFans or Only Simps. So yeah, it's pathetic. Like this recent story, not to bring this story into the mess, but did you hear about Lil Wayne and his girlfriend?
Yeah.
I think she's just trying to set Lil Wayne up. I don't think Lil Wayne actually did that to her.
Well, you know what? A lot of these brothers have got to be smarter, right? Because you got a lot more of these stories happening, a lot more of these women trying to get money, extort money. So, listen, there's no greater time now. That's why I promote men to find good, clean, decent women and stay with them and marry them, because participating in the debauchery with them, like I say, if somebody is doomed to be destroyed and you're standing close to them, you're going to get destroyed too.
Right.
That's what happens. You're going to get, that's no different than, right? You got somebody, we know this, gang culture.
Right.
You standing next to one of those members and they, the ops are out trying to get him. You standing too close, you're going to get hit too.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. The same thing with these. We got to have smarter men, wiser men who are not giving in to temptation and leaving these kind of women. I don't care how fine Cassie or a woman that look just like her is. You got to leave this type of woman alone. And then you have to be clean in your mind and your head. Think about it. We're listening to, coming up from the 90s, Diddy songs, and he's supposed to be the cleaner rapper. He's not as hard as the West Coast gang rappers, right? He's supposed to be the clean rapper. He's kind of like the nice guy version of the rap. But look at what he's been doing. 20 plus years of this stuff.
Yeah, what goes around comes around eventually. So you reap what you sow, like the Bible says. So this is just his time to fall. But Bill Cosby, for example. Now, we know, for anybody with common sense, know that Bill Cosby is innocent. Because if you think about it, if Bill Cosby hadn't really been doing that, they want to tuck him down. They want to tuck him down in a much different way back in the day. You know what I mean? They want to hung him from a tree, whether he be a celebrity.
Yeah. I don't want you to go too far into the other. I want to stick on this Cassie thing, but I understand the point you're making. But at the end of the day, this situation right here is disgusting. Like you said, it's despicable. It's hard to listen to here. It's hard to read, but it is what it is. And this is only the beginning. It's about to get real more messy, but I appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
No problem.
Have a good night. Folks, the line is open. The line is open. Come on up. This is your chance. If you're watching right now, multi-streaming still on a few different platforms, you're watching, come on up and discuss with old Guru your thoughts on the Diddy situation. Come on up. Come on down. Whatever you want to call it. Come on down. The link is pinned. It should be pinned in the different chat rooms, so you can come and join as a guest. You can join as a guest. This is your final call before I end the stream soon. We get some more guests. I wanted to read, Trey said, day 3 of the trial. Cassie met up with Diddy in 2018 while dating her now husband to say final goodbyes. Right. I just read that. She admitted to having sex with him again after that. Really? Let me get back to reading that. I was just reading that. He forced himself. Cassie told the jury Diddy's eyes went black as he took advantage of her on the living room floor. She testified she was crying, but Diddy continued to do this to her, finished inside of her, got up and left. She told the jury she wasn't sure if Diddy even noticed her crying. This happened while she was seeing her current husband. Wow. She testified she had sex with Diddy one more time after he took advantage of her, but this time it was voluntary. Cassie cited the fact that they've been together for 10 years. How does a woman can some of the women help me understand? If you have such a traumatic experience, a man take advantage of you, take it from you, how do you go back to that same man and then voluntarily sleep with him? How do you go back after he didn't took advantage of you, pinned you down, forced himself on you? How do you go back again? And she did all this while seeing her current husband. If this man don't divorce her, she did it for the money. If this man don't divorce her, Cassie got emotional, breaking down in tears during testimony about going to rehab and trauma therapy in February 2023, having flashbacks. How did she, this man had to have been desperate and say, oh my God, Cassie's so beautiful. He was blinded. This is how us as men get blinded by looks. Her current husband had to have been blinded by her looks. That was it. There's no way. There's no way. She told jurors she didn't want to be alive anymore. You don't think she's probably talking to her current husband like this? And yes, I agree. He probably thought he could save her. Yeah, he probably thought he could save her. She tried to walk out into traffic, but her husband, Alex, wouldn't let her. Cassie previously mentioned the alleged incident when Diddy took advantage of her in her November 2023 lawsuit against Diddy, and she testified she agreed to settle with Diddy and his companies for $20 million just 24 hours after filing the suit. $20 million. $20 million. What's going on, brother?
How you doing? I'm BLKGURU. How's everything? Hope everything's all well with you, brother.
Doing excellent. What you got for me?
Well, I would like to say this because I've been hearing more about this trial, that she took the stand, and how she's sitting there making the excuse that I go up there because and she really know why she up there, because the man paid her. and she's addicted to it. You know that song from Ryan Leslie, I'm So Addicted? She's the living proof with P. Diddy. How the hell you having intercourse with this man for a whole decade? Then you have a fiance. Then you go turn around and
No,
go
she
back.
was doing more than having intercourse for a whole decade. She was doing those freak offs.
Yeah, the freak off. Yeah. But I'm trying to keep it clean, you know.
I got you.
Yeah. She did a lot, even to the point where everybody said, "Oh, I could never." I said, "Listen, man, woman, if a man pay you the right price, you will do it, because every woman has a price. Unfortunately, here in the West, Black Guru. Because if that's not true, a lot of women. Let's be honest. If Diddy was not the man he is, you think no one was going to take that type of treatment sexually and last for a whole decade? And here's a secret. Cassie's husband is playing his cards right. He's waiting for all this to die down. He's really ready to file what do you call it? Divorce papers. Because she got the money, not him. He could take her for everything. Did you know that? Why do you think he left her? He's playing.
You think that he's staying with her because he wants that money?
I believe yes. Because think about it. He knew about this because she told him about this. You think a man that's in his right state of mind going to be with a whore, a willing woman, a degenerate, mess around with this man? You were in a relationship with Ryan Leslie, and you broke him up to be with this man to hope that you're going to get a come up. Look how it turned out.
Yeah, you know, it's wild, brother. This whole thing is just turning out to be a SHIT show. It is. It's unbelievable the lengths that some people will go to for money. And maybe, let me ask you this real quick. Do you think that she put up with this and kept doing this for that 20 million? Do you think that she was waiting for a payoff at the end?
In my opinion, I think after she know her music career was not going anywhere, she said, I gotta get something from this brother, one way or the other. Because let's be honest, she enjoyed those freak ops.
You think she only stayed with Diddy that whole time to try to advance her music career?
Yes. And not only that, if she was not gonna get advanced in her music career, she was going to take him for a good couple million, which she was able to do with the help of Tony Busby. Because think about it. The minute she came out and had the right lawyers during the Me Too era, where last year was the only year that women had the chance to collect on a lot of sexual abuse from these men that have money, she took full advantage of it. And in result, she got her money. But my funny thing about this, Black Guru, if you took the money, why are you testifying against this man? Something not right with this. I find that very odd. In my opinion.
Well, I appreciate you, brother, for coming up and giving your perspective.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Have a good night. Folks, do I have any women? Because I haven't really had any. I just had that one woman. Do I have any women that can also come and give their perspective on this? You know, I find it's amazing that a lot of women are quiet right now. A lot of women are quiet right now when it comes to this Diddy situation, and I find that very interesting. I find it very telling that a lot of women are quiet. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. Why do y'all think that is? Why do y'all think women don't want to talk about it? Aaron says, what do you mean, what disgusting? What do you mean by that? A lot of women don't want to talk about it. I almost said they're quiet about it because they are learning game. You know what? I think some of these women that are quiet about it, I think they want to be the next one that try to figure out a way how they can take part in the freak off so they can get their 20 million. I don't think they're really shamed by what they're learning, because I think a lot of them have done it. I think the ones that are quiet, especially about it, is because they like, dang, I wish I could have been able. I did a lot of these acts and I didn't get nothing. I was just having fun. Cassie got a whole bunch of money. I did a lot of debauchery and a lot of disgusting acts, and I was just having fun. I'm still broke. Come on, talk to me. A lot of these women are mad at themselves because they broke. They mad that Cassie got the money. She got the 20 million. They don't even care that it's debauchery. They're mad Cassie. Y'all are mad Cassie got the money. We got women mad Cassie got the money. They don't care about the debauchery. They don't care that. Who cares who she was screwing? Who cares who was finishing in her mouth? Relieving themselves in her mouth. Y'all are sick. But y'all just want the money. And a lot of y'all are more broke than you were back then when you was doing it. Y'all, let's be real. A lot of women have been doing freak offs. Y'all been doing freak offs. Let's be real. Come on, talk to me. A lot of y'all women, these women today have been doing freak offs. They just didn't get no money. They wasn't doing it with nobody famous. You was doing freak off and getting taken advantage of. No accountability. No, I'm not going to go there. And her soul has been devoured to ashes. Yeah. Ashes to ashes. Forget these broke, dusty women. The whole situation is very degrading. Yeah, it is. Money isn't everything. I agree. But y'all have made, a lot of y'all made money everything. You have made money your God. $20 million. Let a whole bunch of men for 10 years relieve theyself in your mouth. You're sick. $20 million? Is it worth it? Was it worth it? $20 million, man, relieve itself in your mouth. $20 million, probably some fecal matter in your mouth too, on your body. Random men, no protection, finish inside of you. She said she have sores in her mouth from all of the different wangama things she sucked on. Yeah, sold her soul, now playing victim. Exactly. Sores in her mouth. And then y'all look at, listen, something I learned a long time ago. You can't trust no light-skinned woman. Y'all been thinking that light-skinned are more fine or whatever. They look better, got a better body or whatever. Light-skinned woman, a lot of them be even dirtier. I learned that a long time ago. Some of these light-skinned ones, they be more turned out than the darker ones. Did I lie? How many of y'all know about the light-skinned women? How many of y'all know about the light-skinned women? Some of them be worse, more turned out. They be doing more nasty, freaky, degrading stuff than the darker ones. Don't get it twisted. Your ex said the same thing. Yeah, it's true. Them light-skinned swear they ish don't stink. Yeah, they do. They swear that it don't stink, but it stank. And not only stink, it stank. The Joker stank. Trust me. And they've been doing some debauchery. How do you know, Guru? I didn't have some light-skinned women in my time. No, sir, that's not true. What's not true, Carmen? What's not true, Carmen? Come tell me what's not true. Hey, I ain't in this. Yeah, you in it. You light-skinned woman watching me right now, you ain't no good. Folks, I need y'all to get my like count way up. Share this live with somebody that you don't think will like me. I need y'all to get my like count up and share this live. I want you to share it with somebody that you don't think gonna like me. Share it with somebody you think will hate me. It is true. You're one of the few that ain't like that. You got bright red hair. You have your hair, your wig on right now, ma'am? Bright red. It looked like it's a bright red wig to me. Or orange, red or orange. I don't trust no woman that wear no wig. I've told y'all that last night. I don't trust no woman that wear no wig. I don't trust no woman that have no colored, crazy colored hair, purple and green and blue and orange and yellow, bright color. I don't trust no woman that wear no wig. I don't trust no woman that have no crazy colored hair, and you one of them. Thank you, moderators, for whoever got that troll, that joker up out of here. Come on, talk to me. Light-skinned women be turned out. You ain't never heard a light-skinned woman complain about that porta potty ish in Dubai. Wow, that's deep. You usually wear your hair. Okay, sure. Y'all say anything. Y'all say anything. Cassie trying to come to everything. Listen, y'all need to take heed. A lot of y'all brothers need to learn from this Cassie situation. Everything that she might look good on the outside to you when you looked at her. You saw her with Diddy, think she got a nice body or whatever. Look at all the debauchery she was doing. Look at all the men that didn't relieve theyself. Think about it. 10 years. I just can't get that off my mind. 10 years. 10 years of escorts and men, random dudes that are being paid to relieve theyself on you and in you. No protection. Did I read everything? I think I hit it all. I think I hit all the points today. I think that was pretty much everything. If you missed any of this live stream, you need to go back and watch it on my YouTube channel, because I hit it hard today. I hit it hard today. This was supposed to be the third day of the trial. My God. I wasn't even going to read this and cover this and even talk about it, but I started to read it. I was like, oh, I got to talk about this. I got to talk about this debauchery. Cassie had one hit song. Yeah. It's scary out here now. I'm glad you found your soulmate. Yes. If you found you a really good woman as a man, stay with her. Don't go nowhere. She not the type to mess with different men, be out here cheating, running the streets. She got a really low body count or no bodies, but we know more than likely she's not going to have no bodies. Really low body count. She take care of home. She cook, she clean, she do all that stuff. She ain't never been interested in going to none of these concerts, trying to get backstage passes, trying to go see Chris Brown, Usher. Because trust me, I'm just guessing they probably have done some freak offs too. I'm guessing. How many of y'all will agree with that? Guys like Chris Brown, Usher, they have done freak offs just like Diddy. How many would agree with that? How many agree that that's probably what they doing too? Cassie should be in jail too. That's an interesting take. Why do you think she should be in jail? Why do you think Cassie should be in jail? That's an interesting take. Brother said, exactly, bro. She's damn near perfect for me. The most peace I've ever had from a woman. Man, I'm so happy for you, brother. I love to see our brothers winning with good, honest, decent, wholesome women that bring them peace. Can you imagine getting married to a woman and then she have to go to court and testify and she talk about all this stuff? I just read to y'all where she said that after he took advantage of her, she still voluntarily went back and slept with him. Even after she took advantage, she said he took advantage of her. He forced himself on you and you still went and had intercourse with him voluntarily. You agree? Oh, somebody said add Drake to that. We can pretty much add all the names. What other name? Give me some names. Usher, Chris Brown, Drake. Who else do y'all say have had freak off? Who else do y'all think have done this type of stuff? Usher, Chris Brown, Drake. My disgusting comment was just responding to something you read from the article. Oh, okay. I got you. The hour I've been in here is the most I've heard about this case. I'm not too familiar. Okay, I'm glad you're learning about this case, because trust me, I read these things, these articles earlier, and I was utterly disgusted by it. Kevin Gates, that's a good one. Somebody said R. Kelly, Ray J. Some of the favorite artists of our women. A lot of these women love these guys too. T.I. and Tiny. Somebody said. A lot of y'all love to go. And Kevin Gates, he didn't brought women up on stage. They want spit in their mouth. Y'all are sick. I would never let no woman bring me up on stage. I don't care how fine she was. And she say, open your mouth, I'm going to spit in there. I wouldn't let no woman do that. I don't care if she was fine. She couldn't do that to me. And then she push me off stage and then bring the next man up there, just random man, spit in their mouth. Plies, that's another good one. Yeah, I would agree. Plies. What's his name from Cash Money? Baby. He looked like he did a lot of freak off in his time too. Birdman, Baby, whatever you want to call him. Birdman, Cash Money. He looked like he did a lot of freak off. Would I consider Diddy a high value man? Diddy's a rich man. He's a rich man, which shows the length that y'all will go to for rich men. Diddy just a rich man. I would not say he's high value. Rich does not mean high value. Rich does not mean high value. That's just like if you want to say highly desirable women, highly desirable woman, just because she have a nice body, that doesn't make her highly desirable. When I say desirable, I'm talking about men want to be with her long term. Man look at her and he say, yes, I want to. Just because she is beautiful, that doesn't mean anything. There's more that comes with it. High value man, there's more that comes with it than money. Yeah, like Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner was just very rich. Very rich. High value, Hugh Hefner? Come on now. Y'all are women. Y'all would not call Hugh Hefner high value man. Do I consider myself high value? Well, that's for you to answer, ma'am, and that's for women to answer. I don't rate myself. I don't rate myself. That's for women to answer. If they believe I'm high value, then they believe I'm high value. They believe I'm low value. They believe I'm low value. I don't rate myself. That's what y'all got to stop doing, right? Because that's the problem we as men have been having, that y'all rate y'allself. Y'all all believe y'all are 10s and 20s and whatever else. That's the problem we're having. But just like Cassie, she probably, according to her, even though she wanted to take her life and all this stuff, she probably still thinks she's a 10 or whatever. So you cannot call yourself a 10. You can believe that you're attractive, but men have to rate you. Men have to be the ones to tell you how good you look, how great your personality is, how desirable you are for marriage. That is a man's job. That's not your job. Y'all are delusional. That's the reason why so many women today are delusional, because they're the ones that are saying that. Would I say Dr. Umar's high value? Dr. Umar? Really? Once again, that's for women. That's for y'all to judge a man's value. That's for y'all to judge a man's value. That's not for us. So I can ask a man, watch this. Watch this. To the men in here, any woman, I don't care, she's a perfect supermodel, perfect body you've ever seen in your life, but you find out she's done what Cassie has done. Is she a high value, highly desirable woman for any type of relationship? Yes or no? To the men watching, if you find out she did what Cassie did, but she's extremely gorgeous, supermodel, is she desirable, highly desirable at all? Relationship, marriage. To the men watching. You see, that's why we can't just look at looks and be like, oh yeah, she's highly desirable, she's fit for marriage, because it's more than looks that go into it. So for y'all, when you're looking at a man's value, it should be more than money that goes into it. But unfortunately, somebody like Cassie, she was probably starstruck and it was about the money. Do I think Cassie's husband will leave her? You don't think she provided all the details? You know, we were just discussing that, Marie. We were just discussing that. Yes, I believe the husband did not know everything. I don't know if he'll leave her because he's 3 kids deep. Maybe if he can get some of that 20 million. But he's 3 kids deep with her now. He'll find a way to get some of that 20 million. Maybe he will leave her. I know I wouldn't stay, 20 million or not. But I have actual self-respect. First of all, I wouldn't even have been with a woman like her. You heard Cassie pregnant? No, it ain't no hearing to it. She is pregnant. They showed images of her. She's pregnant with the 3rd child right now. He's 3 children deep. You think the husband's doing the same with her, doing freak off? You're never laying your eyes on her again. God is your witness. Oh, you thought she looked real good? You were attracted to her? AKA, you were attracted to her, brother? You thought she looked real good? I heard he left the courtroom when he found out that she went back to him. She went back to Diddy and slept with him again. Even after she said, because what she probably did, she probably told the husband that Diddy assaulted her and took it from her. She probably didn't tell the husband that after he took it from me, I still went back and had sex with him voluntarily. She probably didn't tell him that. I don't believe she told him that. I don't believe she would tell him that. Cassie probably introduced freak off to the husband. Yeah, because that's what she was used to. She might have said, hey, let's bring some extra men into our bedroom. Because think about it. She's having elaborate parties with all that stuff with Diddy 10 years. You think she wants to go to just, that doesn't make sense. She's going to just having regular intercourse. I don't buy that. I don't buy she going to just have regular intercourse. Folks, can I get 2 more people to support the stream for the night by hitting the Cash App, or you can super chat. Cash App is BLKGURU2. Support this powerful content like you're not going to get anywhere else. This live stream will be available for replay on my YouTube channel. Y'all have got to watch it. It was one hell of a live stream. I went over and talked about a lot, and I went in. If y'all missed it, you have got to go watch it. I went in. Sometimes I be saying stuff that I don't even realize I'm saying. I want to know who was doing these courtroom sketches. Who knows? Maybe some children. They might as well have children doing it. It's a joke. No, she has no accountability. And women like her don't have any accountability. Thank you, brother. Thank you, International Quiet Storm. My man, you always coming through. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, brother. Let me get one more person to support the content. Hit the cash at BLKGURU 2. Thank you, brother. It helps more when you guys support me through Cash App because all these other platforms destroy you with their percentages. They take so much from you, they destroy you with their percentages. Anyway, listen.
Hello? I can't hear you.
Do you need to hear me? I was hoping she would go away, Krystal. That was Krystal. I was hoping if I just be quiet, she would go away. And it worked. I was quiet, she went away. That was Krystal. I heard her. I just wanted to see if she would go away. Shout out to Brother Lake. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Brother Lake, for the super chat. Yeah, y'all know that voice. She's been on the show multiple times. I'm glad she went away. I just acted like I didn't hear her and she went away. It worked, folks. Sometimes, see, y'all got to learn from Black Guru. Y'all got to learn how to, not speak.
Now I could hear you, I think. Hi, how are you doing?
Krystal, you haven't found a husband yet?
Yeah, I did. I found a husband.
Really? Where is he at?
He's right here in my heart.
No, that's not how it works.
Oh, yeah, it is.
No, that's not how it works, Krystal.
Okay, how does it work?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to fix this screen so I can pull you on the thing. You just got your hair done or something? You feeling yourself?
Always now, yes. You see? You like it?
No. Not really.
Oh, you like me as a blonde?
No.
Oh, you didn't like me at all, right? I'm like the worst thing, right?
Yeah.
It's funny because I could say the same thing about you.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Folks, Krystal crashed the system. I'm not gonna bring her picture up because she already jacked up the system.
For real?
Yeah.
That's something.
What do you want though, Krystal? Why are you here?
Did that ever happen on your life?
What do you want? Why are you here?
Like I told you, I came in because someone mentioned you. So I was like, let me see if
No, they
he's
didn't.
online.
Nobody mentioned me. Nobody mentioned me. You're not telling the truth.
Oh, yeah, they did. They mentioned
Who?
you on TikTok.
Who?
Some lady that's always supported you.
You're just talking.
Well, I am talking to you.
Okay, but what do you really want? That's my question. Why are you here? What do you want?
Nothing. I can't say hi.
No.
Okay, so
Do you have
Hi,
anything to
'cause I
say
just
about the?
did.
Do you have anything to say about the Diddy case, the topic I'm talking about?
Oh, where Diddy did all what he did? That's some serious stuff. You know, I don't think that his behaviors were at all in the righteous way at all.
Mm.
He was very lustful, right? He fell into lust and he beat those women. He exploited them, and it's unfortunate, but women, they sometimes are caught up in bad situations where they need some funds, or you get what I'm saying? So I don't know, because I wasn't involved, but from what I've heard, it's real low tier. You know what I mean? So they're saying that he's gonna be in jail for a long time. So
That's not even what I've been talking about tonight. We've been reviewing what Cassie said. She said that she was urinated on by a whole bunch of different men, escorts. There's a whole lot. You don't even know. You haven't been here. I covered the whole thing.
yeah, but I've seen the videos, and I mean, honestly, she was
When the
a
last time you took
victim.
your medication?
My medication? Are
Yeah.
you trying to like?
Okay,
What
here's
you
the thing,
mean?
Krystal, because to be honest with you, you used to actually be a madam, correct?
I never was a madam.
I could have sworn you told me you were.
Mm-mm. I worked at the strip club because, like I told you, the Muslims arrested me and they
Hold
found
on,
out I had a brain growth.
hold on a
I've
minute.
told you this story like 3 times.
Hold on a minute. Did you ever
Mm-hmm.
did you ever take part in any type of freak offs?
Never. I never was penetrated, thankfully. I mean, I
I
did
didn't
get
ask you
brain.
that. I didn't ask you that.
So what do you mean by freak off? What does that mean? What does that mean?
So when you were a stripper, you never had any type of intercourse?
Nope.
Hmm.
I did a
Interesting.
job. I performed a job.
Hmm. Okay.
So that's what it was. And now that
So
I'm
you can't
saved since
you can't
last
tell us
year,
about the freak. You can't tell us nothing about freak offs. I thought you maybe had some type of knowledge base about like freak off parties because you used to work in that industry.
well, people do what they want to do. Everybody has free agency. Everybody could do what they want to do. I never did those type of things, but some people do. It's as simple as that. So, everybody does what they want to do. Just like
Wouldn't that make it worse
the
for you
next
if you had
person.
hold on, if you had your brain tumor? I just thought about that. You have a brain tumor. You're working in a nightclub where they're pumping music. Wouldn't that be worse? And you're drinking alcohol. Wouldn't that be worse for your brain tumor?
Well, I never drank alcohol, right? I performed a job, and it was an unfortunate time of my life. I
Wouldn't
had
that
to.
make it worse though?
Well, I, yes, but once again, I never drank. I've always tried to keep up, you know what I mean, with my health.
What about the
So
music, the loud music and the environment? When you're working with
it is
those
what
type
it
of
is.
hold on, women that dance, you're working around them. There is puffing going on. We know there's all kind of stuff going
No,
on.
no,
There's
I was in an
substances
upscale
being
club.
used in the back.
I was in an upscale club, so there wasn't like smoking. It was,
They still use substances in upscale club.
well, that's not. I mean, that's true, but it's not out in the open. You know, I was, you know what I mean. When I was dancing, that was in a very upscale club, and they
I
don't
didn't
just
say it
allow
was
any
out in the
bozo.
open. I'm just saying the fact that substances are being used. You're around all this stuff. How is this helping your
Well,
brain?
the
How would
guys
that be
protect
helping your
us.
brain tumor?
The bouncers protect us. My brain tumor, you know, I mean, I'm still on those medications for it.
Mm.
It's the way that my cards were dealt. There's nothing I could do about that.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? So, you know, people could throw it in my face, but I was in a situation. Nobody was available to help me.
Okay, let's stop talking about, you're not helping me with the freak off. What kind of husband are you looking for at this point? Christian? You don't want a Muslim man anymore, right?
No,
You want a
definitely not.
Christian husband?
I want someone that, you know, accepts Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior.
You
Just
don't
like
have
as
to
I
be
have.
Christian. So does he have to be Christian?
Well, he has to accept Jesus Christ.
Can he be
as
just
his Lord and
spiritual?
Savior.
Can he be spiritual?
Well, if he's spiritual, he'll know the name of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
So those are my preferences.
And that's all. What about, what else? Is that it?
I mean, I think that's the main thing, right? Because Islam is not the way, it's not the truth, and it's not the life. So, you know, that's done, right? That's so anything.
Did you ask Bambo last month to marry you in court?
No. I don't know why you always bring him up. Like, you know that he's an abuser. You know, he has a multitude of kids. You know, that's negative. You know, I wish him well, but that's not what I'm interested with.
Okay, so hold on a minute. So you're telling me that folks, if you're watching right now, come on over to my YouTube channel so you can see. If you're watching on any other platform, come on over to the YouTube channel so you can see Krystal live and in action. Come on over to the YouTube channel.
Hey everyone, I hope y'all are well. To my friends and foes.
Krystal. Krystal.
Yeah.
What else are you looking? I'm trying to help you get married. I'm trying to help you get a husband. I got men that are looking for a wife. What else are you looking for?
The guy last time, the guy last time that you, I guess, sent forward to me, he was a bozo. He didn't even have a job. He wasn't even paying his child support.
Who did I send to you?
There was this Muslim man that you sent me. I don't even remember his name. He must be in the comments somewhere, but I can't see the comments. So.
I don't know. I don't remember sending a Muslim man to you. Anyway.
Well, he came from your show. That's what he said. And I was trying to be nice. And he told me, you know, that you're the one that sent him. And he was just a bozo, like straight up bozo. So, you know, I was polite. You know, I called him off. Like, you know, I'm not interested. I had to block him. You get what I'm saying? I can't be with no man that don't take care of his kids. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so you said a man was interested in you from my show, but he wasn't paying his child support. Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't doing
so
what
only
he
requirement.
had to be doing.
Okay, I'm trying to help you get married because I don't want you talking about the freak off. The only requirement that you have for marriage right now is he believe in Jesus Christ. That's it.
That's everything. That's
you don't
really
care. You don't
everything.
care about his money situation, what he looked like, nothing.
Well, that will be between me and him, right? So that conversation is between me and him. So
what's your Instagram name? Do you have pictures up on your Instagram? Because that's usually how the brothers contact.
Instagram?
Yeah, what's your Instagram?
That's hilarious.
What's funny?
That's funny. Like that in itself is funny.
You don't want to share Instagram?
No, I have an Instagram, but I don't really use it though. I don't really use Instagram.
How are they gonna contact you?
They can find me. They can find me with my name, Krystal Love. They can find me with my name.
Where at?
Just like I said, my name, Krystal Love. That's my name. But I'm not even worried about it. Like, a lot of what I think is on your show are Muslims. And
no, they're not. I got a variety of everything. No, they're not. I got a variety of everything.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, not, from my experience, that's all I've ever seen on your show. But I don't know if it's
okay.
Changed.
What's your Instagram profile so you can message you on there?
I already told you, Krystal Love. They could see me. They could find me under that name.
Krystal Love.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks. She's gonna be very difficult. I can see. See, this is another reason why you don't have a husband, because you're just difficult. Instead of saying, "Okay, Mr. Guru, let me give you my name," instead of doing that, they can find me. Krystal Love.
I literally just told you my name on Instagram. Literally. So I don't know why you're being like mean to me.
How do you spell it out?
I'm letting you know.
Spell it out.
Krystel Love. Or you could find it maybe under my middle name, Ara, Aara.
Your last name is not Love.
That's the name I've always used since I've opened Instagram years ago.
What's your real last name? Munoz?
No, it's a Haitian name. I don't share that personal, information online.
So you really think you're a black woman?
Well,
because you said that before. You said before you're a black woman. So you really believe that?
Well, do you think I am?
I'm asking you what you think you are. It's not about me.
Mira, yo soy puertorriqueña. Okay? Y haitiana.
You're Puerto Rican?
And I'm Haitian mixed.
You're Puerto Rican?
I'm Puerto Rican and Haitian mixed. And I think I've told you that. So don't
and
look
your
down
last
on my
name, your maiden name is Haitian? Your maiden name is Haitian?
My last name, yes. For my dad's side, yes. So.
Your dad is Haitian, mom's Puerto Rican?
Yep. Yeah.
Do I have any men? Somebody said nice mix. Do I have any men in the chat room will be interested? Is she looking for a husband?
I'm not looking for no husband. A husband has to find me.
He already found. If he's watching right now, he already found you. Do we have any men? I just want to see if any brothers would be interested.
Well, he found your show. He didn't find me yet.
Well, you're on the show, so he's found you.
Oh, well, yeah, if you say it like that.
Do we have any brothers that will be interested? She's looking for a husband. She's too fussy. Okay, Bamo said he is. Bamo says he's interested. Bamo's watching.
I told him no. You cannot force me into something I don't want to be.
Okay, all right, Bamo. She said she told you no. Why do you say no to him? Because he was mean.
He's abusive, and he has a lot of children. I've already had someone scope him out.
Really?
And he's a dangerous person. Yes, really.
Who did you have scope him out?
On my spirit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Who did you have scope him out?
You don't need to worry about that.
And you think he's abusive?
Very abusive.
Let me ask you this about the freak off. Would you ever participate, with your man or your husband if he wanted to have like a freak off type of party? Would you ever participate in something like that?
No.
What's the most you would do? What's the furthest you would go?
That's not something that is, supposed to be expressed, right? I don't know why you're asking me those questions.
It's just a question. I'm just wondering how far would you go with your husband or your man?
That's none of nobody's business unless it's my husband.
I think some of the brothers want to know because you already have a background of, you know, you were a dancer.
Yeah,
pole
under
dancer.
some unfortunate circumstances.
Were you actually on a pole, or you were just out in the field? You know, because they got some of the women that just go out in the field and they sit on the men.
Why do you like to regress on that?
No, I'm saying
Like,
they got some. I'm saying they have some women that just sit on the. They sit on the laps
in December.
Huh?
I was saved in December. So, you know, asking me these questions
from
about
what?
things that happened 3 years ago.
You saved from what? Oh, that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 years ago.
I didn't know that was 3 or 4 years ago, but I thought you were in your mid-30s. You're in your mid-30s, right?
No, I'm 31.
You're 31?
August.
And you have no children, right?
No.
Are you actually officially divorced from your ex-husband, though?
He passed away.
What? That just came out of nowhere. When did he pass away?
Like 2 years ago.
You've never said that. I talked to you like a year ago. You never told me he passed away.
Yeah, he was a Muslim and he tried to find a second wife. And he died with the woman in the car. And I didn't even know.
What do you mean that died with a woman in the car? What?
He got in an accident. He died in a car accident.
What was he doing with another one? What was he doing with was that his wife? The second wife?
Well, I didn't know because I was at work. But, you know, 3 months later, he was found in a car, like literally in a car accident. He got T-boned. And the woman was with him in the car.
What do you mean 3 months later they found him? What?
He cheated on me. And when I left 3 months later, he got T-boned. And he was found with the woman in the car.
The woman that he was messing around on you with?
Yes. Yes. And when I went to the masjid to ask, like, if there was any sort of connection, how did that happen? They told me that was his right to have another wife. So that's why I left Islam. I was like, yeah, like, this is not the truth.
Oh, you left Islam because of him?
Because they could cheat on their wives. They could marry more women. Muslim men could marry more women.
How's that cheating? You knew that when you got married to the man.
I didn't know that he was going to do that to me.
Didn't you know that? Well, okay, so you didn't know about polygyny before you married the man? You didn't know that he Muslim man?
I knew about polygyny, but I didn't know he was going to do that to me, especially behind my back.
Was he married to the other woman?
They never told me. Because I went to the masjid to find out. I tried to find out.
Did she survive? Did she survive?
No, she died in the car. They got T-boned.
Krystal, you never told me this story. You said this happened 2 years ago. I talked to you like a year ago or 9 months ago, something like that. You never said this story.
Because I was trying to heal that whole time. And shame on you. Shame on you to just be bashing on me. But you know what? God is powerful. And you know what? I got nothing to say. Like, you know,
How am I bashing you?
Out of ignorance. You get what I'm saying? But it's okay. It's okay, because I know Jesus Christ, he has me now. Like, he keeps saying to me. You feel what I'm saying? So,
how am I bashing you, though? I'm just asking you questions.
Because you always try to put my name down. Like, you've always tried to, you know what I mean, put my name down. Like, if I'm some sort of hoe, or you feel what I'm saying? Like,
a hoe.
But it's okay because at the end of the day, you have never said sorry. You have never showed any sort of
I'm not your man. I'm not your man.
You know? I know you're not my man, but you don't even have love for your brothers and sisters out here. You just have this show that you try to, you know, bash women with. You feel what I'm saying? And during those times, I was in the middle of healing.
You wanted sympathy, but you never even revealed this until now. What are you talking about?
You think if I would have told you, you would have cared? Look at you now. You don't care even now. You would have never cared.
Krystal, because you're coming, you're bringing this out of nowhere. I've never heard you say anything like this.
You would have just blamed it on me. Just like you are now. So why did I have to tell you? You think I want to be like struggling in this world? You think any woman wants to be struggling in this world? No. It took me a while to get over that. You know, and I still even regress on that. Like, you know, it's something that I left Islam. It was a complete, like, it hurt me so bad, you know, so.
Hey, somebody wants to talk to you.
Hey, Krystal, I thought you said the master had an order of protection against you. You can't go there.
Oh, she dropped.
Oh, man, she dropped.
She don't want to talk.
She loved lying. Remember, Guru, she said that the master had an order of protection on her. She couldn't go there. Now, all of a sudden, her husband died, her ex-husband. I remember when she was asking us to help her get a divorce from her ex-husband. Now he's found dead under law and they're asking for a woman. She is crazy.
I've never heard, folks, for those of you not familiar, I've never heard this woman mention, she's talked to me. This woman actually have been around, coming to my platform since I very first started doing social media content about 3 years ago. I've never heard, she never mentioned to me anything about a husband passing away in a car accident, ever. Never. She never mentioned nothing. Have you ever heard this story, Bam?
Never. This is the first time. The story I heard about him, she wanted a divorce from him because he lived in a separate house. He couldn't stay with her because she crazy. And she was trying to get you or me or whatever to help her get a situation where she get out her marriage or something like this, or talk to the guy. I remember. And this was like last year.
I have never heard Krystal talk about the fact that she lost her husband. Never. She never mentioned that. Matter of fact, she talked about going through a divorce.
Yeah, she said that she got a divorce like last year. So all of a sudden now the guy is in a car accident. She just love. Yeah, that's why she dropped, because I know her real good. I know her story.
Y'all see how our women are? They are bad out here. Go ahead, Mama.
Yeah, that's why she dropped. But that's why, our women, they hurting out here. And Krystal, she man, she probably been in some freak offs. I remember she said recently, like last year, the streets were still calling her.
Yeah. She did say that the streets were still calling her, yeah.
And I seen her like maybe 2 months ago. She was going to the club. This woman, man, talking about Jesus in the church. She said, I asked her before, then you asked her, where's her church at? And she was like, she don't go to no church. A church like in her heart, in her house.
Yeah, and she said she baptized herself, yeah.
Yeah, man. Krystal, come back up here. Because she know when she talk to me, I see through the BS.
No, she not going to come back.
And I got receipts too from her. She crazy.
Kay, who are you?
Name Kay. Hey, I just got a question for Bama.
Go ahead.
So it was allegations that she brought up that said that you have several children and you don't take care of your children. I don't believe everything I hear, but is that true?
Do you think that's true?
Well, no. I don't know yet. I don't know.
Hold on. Maybe that's one of my kids in the profile picture.
Right. Beautiful child. Beautiful child, by the way.
Krystal, I have kids, and I'm Muslim and we take care of our children, alhamdulillah. But Krystal don't know none of us personally. So that's why he asked Krystal, Where she get this information from? She don't even know my real name or my government. So how she gonna find some back information about me? See, Krystal know I see through her stuff, and I keep on telling her she need to go for therapy. She need to take her meds. And what happened when I tell her that? She gets mad and she reacts.
Yeah, but hey, Guru, why you entertaining Shorty though? Like, for real.
I just told you that she's been around for 3 years.
Right.
She's been around since I first. When you scroll all the way down on my Instagram account and see when I first started doing social media content, she's there.
Right. Yeah, y'all seem acquainted.
Yeah, she's not telling the truth. I've never heard this story from her. That's all you want to come up was ask him about his children. You being messy.
No, I'm not. Come on, man. Come on, be for real. Like,
I don't even know who you are. Have you done some freak offs before? Because you sure is you in this live tonight.
No, I'm married.
That don't mean you ain't did no freak off in your past.
No, I would never do that. I would never do that. I don't do perverse things, you know? Like, nah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, nah.
Don't let your husband find out like this man is finding out. I know he's sick. And to be honest with a lot of you women, this is how a lot of y'all get y'all life taken too. Very dangerous game to play.
No, it is. I just lost my sister in February. She was murdered. She wasn't necessarily playing games, but she was with a young guy. She was a young girl, and she was murdered. You know, her life was ultimately taken. So I believe that statement. You know.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous game to play when you messing with a man and his, because we don't take that lightly. We come to find out that you didn't been urinated on, you didn't did all kind of debaucherous acts for over 10 years. You didn't, the man you cried and said the man took advantage of you, took it from you, and then you voluntarily still slept with him after that. Like, what? And then you did it while, like, the fact that she did all that while she was getting to know or seeing her current husband. No.
Okay.
Because that man probably might be like, wow, during that time you didn't want to sleep with me because you were still sleeping with Diddy. I bet you that's what he's thinking, because that's how we think as men.
Right. See, but these type of conversations are not being had before marriage. Like, men and women are not getting to know each other before they start sleeping with each other anymore. You know, that's not the way it goes. It's like we buy and sell goods with each other. The man has the money, the woman has the body. That's what he pays for. You know, and these questions are not being asked on either side.
That's because there's a whole lot of tricking going on.
Exactly. And it's not
what are you smoking on right now?
How you know I'm smoking? That's crazy.
I can hear you blowing it. I hear you blowing the smoke.
Yeah, man, I need to quit.
What are you smoking on?
Cigarette.
Newport?
Why? Because I'm black, and you can tell I'm black from my voice.
Yeah, I can hear the black in.
Crazy.
Is it Newport?
Yeah, man, it's a Newport. It's a Newport.
Your husband know you, or you hide it from him?
I'm in the process of quitting, so I'm actually actively quitting. You know, so this is.
Are you hiding it from him? Is what I'm asking you.
No, not at all. Like, he knows I still, you know, I'm weaning off of it. So.
And she probably got them brown fingertips.
Oh no, sir, I haven't been smoking that long. I just turned 29. No, sir. No, sir.
All right, folks, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. You stressed. Go ahead and relax yourself and get off. Hopefully you can get off them things, because they only gonna ruin your health even more.
Yeah, that's true. I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep watching you.
Okay, have a good night. Thanks, Bamo. Folks, I hope y'all enjoyed this stream. If you missed any of this content tonight, go ahead and you can rewatch this stream. It'll be available as soon as I end the live, probably a few minutes after. You can rewatch it. This was one hell of a stream, one hell of a ride. My goodness, the stuff that Cassie has done. And more importantly, I want to know what the husband's next move is. I want to really know what he's going to do. Because I can tell you right now, I would be out of there. There's no way I'm staying with her. You gotta find a way to make some smart decisions and get a hold of some of that 20 million. Get the hell up out of there. And hopefully he don't have no diseases. Longer he stay with her, sleep with her, who knows? And then all the demons and stuff she's battling, absolutely not. Take care, folks. Until next time, hopefully I can come back tomorrow and give you guys another powerful stream. Appreciate y'all for joining. Thank you to everybody. Shout out to everybody, especially that donated financially. Wouldn't be able to do these streams without you. Have a good night until next time. Salute.